Dear guest, today's draw will start in 5 minutes and it will be live on TV. You are now invited to take your seats in the draw hall. Dear guests, once again we would like to welcome you to the today's draw, and we would like to inform you that the today's draw will start in 5 minutes and it will be live on TV. You are now invited to take your seats in the draw hall. Dear guest, welcome to today's draw. I would like to remind you that in 2 minutes we will be live on TV and the AFC website. Please turn your mobile phones to silent mode and importantly, please stay seated throughout the whole event. A very good afternoon to everyone and welcome to Jakarta, Indonesia. I would like to welcome you all. A very good afternoon to everyone and welcome to Jakarta, Indonesia. We are here for the final draw of the AFC Under-19 Championship Indonesia 2018. My name is Selvin Jenita and I'm glad to MC today's event. We have distinguished guests among us today, and I would like to welcome especially Football Association of Indonesia Acting President, Mr. Joko Driono, Director of AFC Competition Division, Mr. Shin Man-gil, representative of qualified teams, and also members of the media. Now, I would like to welcome Football Association of Indonesia Acting President, Mr. Joko Driono on stage to formally welcome you.
Thank you, Dita. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, guests of honor, His Excellency Mr. Shin Man-gil, AFC Competition Director, PSSI Executive Committee, Pak Refri Rizal, Pak Johar, Pak Ferry Mulyadi, head coaches, team managers, representatives from participating teams, all media who had come from all over Asia, and last but not least, our AFC commercial partner, Lagardère. Welcome to Jakarta, Indonesia. Welcome to the drawing of AFC Under-19 Championship 2018 Indonesia. For many years, Indonesia had witnessed the rise of youth football in the country. Being a host country of AFC Under-19 Championship will be an important milestone of PSSI to inspire younger generations to practice and grow Indonesian football. We hope that AFC Under-19 Championship will be held on October 18 till November 4, 2018 in Jakarta, will show the very best of youth football and escalate the level of football in Asia. To AFC, PSSI would like to say many thanks for your support so far for Indonesian football development. At last, to all participating teams, I wish you all the best in the drawing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Joko Driono. Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for the final tournament this October, please enjoy the following competition highlights video.
Counter-attacking goal, played forward and superbly converted. Lovely finish. Just guided it.
And he caught the goalkeeper out, he scored from improbable range.
Wow, what a thrilling competition. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the draw, let's look at how it all works with this video explaining the technical procedures
of the draw mechanism.
U-19 Championship Indonesia 2018. 16 teams will participate in the AFC U-19 Championship Indonesia 2018. They will be divided into 4 groups of 4 teams each, groups A to D. As the host association, Indonesia has automatically qualified for the competition. The following 10 member associations have qualified by virtue of finishing as group winners from the qualifiers competition in their respective groups. The following 5 member associations have qualified by virtue of finishing as best second place teams from the qualifiers competition among all groups. Ranking of teams. Indonesia shall be placed as top seeding country as a host of the competition and followed by team ranking of AFC U-19 Championship Bahrain 2016. Mode of competition. The 16 teams will be divided into 4 groups of 4 teams each, and each group shall play a 1-round league where each team in the group shall play 1 match against every other team. The top 2 teams in each group, 8 teams in total, will qualify to the knockout stage quarterfinals. The 4 winners of the quarterfinals will qualify to the semifinals. The winners of semifinals will advance to the finals. The top 4 ranked teams of the championship shall qualify to the FIFA U-20 World Cup 2019. Draw principles. Indonesia as the host has been ranked 1 and shall be placed in A1 during the draw. There will be 4 pots, Pot 1, Pot 2, Pot 3 and Pot 4. The teams shall be placed in Pot 1 to Pot 4 according to their rankings. Pot number represents the position that the teams shall be placed in the group. Teams from Pot 4, Pot 3, Pot 2 and Pot 1 shall be placed in position 4, 3, 2 and 1 respectively in each group. The first, second, third and fourth ball drawn from each pot shall be placed in groups A, B, C and D respectively. Draw mechanics. The draw will proceed in the following sequence: Pot 4, Pot 3, Pot 2, Pot 1. Pot 4. The first ball drawn from Pot 4 shall be placed into position A4. The second ball drawn shall be placed in position B4. Subsequently, the next ball drawn shall be placed in position C4. The last ball drawn shall be placed in position D4. Pot 3. The first ball drawn from Pot 3 shall be placed into position A3. Similarly, the next ball drawn shall be placed in position B3. The same procedure shall be repeated for groups C and D respectively until all balls from Pot 3 have been drawn and positioned in each group. Pot 2. The first ball drawn from Pot 2 shall be placed into position A2. Similarly, the next ball drawn shall be placed in position B2. The same procedure shall be repeated for groups C and D respectively until all balls from Pot 2 have been drawn and positioned in each group. Pot 1. Indonesia shall be drawn at first and placed in A1 as the host of the competition. The second ball drawn from Pot 1 shall be placed in position B1. Similarly, the next ball drawn shall be placed in position C1 and the last ball drawn shall be placed in position D1. This shall conclude the final draw for the AFC U-19 Championship Indonesia 2018.
Now that we are all clear on how the draw mechanism works, to conduct the draw, I'll leave the floor to the Director of AFC Competition Division. Please welcome on stage Mr. Shin Man-gil.
Mr. Joko Driono, the acting president of Football Association of Indonesia, and distinguished guests, representatives from participating teams, members of media, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon. It's my great pleasure to conduct the draw for AFC Under-19 Championship Indonesia 2018 here in this beautiful city of Jakarta. As clearly explained by draw mechanism video, we have 4 pots for the draw today, and draw will start from pot 4, pot 3, 2, and 1. Now, without further ado, let me start today's main event, that is the draw. From pot 4, as explained, the first country from this pot 4 will go to A4. And this will be the country to play the opening match with Indonesia on the first day of the competition. That is Chinese Taipei. The first time participation in this final competition since 1974. Second country for the position of B4, that is DPR Korea, the third time champion in this competition, that is 1976, 2006, and 2010. The third country from pot 4 to go to C4, that is Jordan. 7 times appearance in this competition, but Jordan missed last 2 editions of these finals. The last country from pot 4 to occupy D4, that is Malaysia. Back to the final competition since 2006. Now moving to post 3 for the position of A3. That is Qatar, the champion of Under-19 Championship in 2014 in Myanmar. For B3, Thailand. Thailand was champion in 1962 and 1969 in Under-19 Championship. Next country from pot 3 to join Jordan in C3, that is Australia, the runner-up of this competition in 2010 in China. As a confirmation, last country from pot 3 is China PR, the champion of this competition in 1985. Now moving to pot 2. This country will join Qatar and Chinese Taipei, and later on to play with Indonesia. That is United Arab Emirates, the champion in 2008. And next country for B2, Iraq, 5 times champion of this competition, but last time they lifted the trophy in 2000. And C2 joining Australia and Jordan. Korea Republic, 12 times champion in this competition. And lastly, for pot 2, for D2 position with China and Malaysia, that is Tajikistan. This will be 4th time's appearance in this competition for Tajikistan. Moving to last pot of the day, as we explained in the beginning, to identify Indonesia as a host country, we have the blue ball with Indonesia in it. Indonesia will be in A1 as host country. Indonesia. Indonesia was the champion in 1961 in this competition. Group B1, joining Iraq, Thailand, and DPR Korea. Japan. Japan is the defending champion of this competition. Second last country of the day, joining Korea Republic, Australia, and Jordan. That is Vietnam, semi-finalist in Under-19 Championship 2016 in Bahrain. Last country of the day to be in D1, joining Tajikistan, China PR, and Malaysia. That is Saudi Arabia. Champion in 1986 and 1992, and runner-up in 2016 Under-19 Championship in Bahrain. This concludes the draw for AFC Under-19 Championship Indonesia 2018. The opening match will be between Indonesia and Chinese Taipei. I wish you all the best for participating teams and see you back in October. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shin. So, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to recap on the draw result. From Group A, there are Indonesia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Chinese Taipei. From Group B, there are Japan, Iraq, Thailand, and DPR Korea. From Group C, there are Vietnam, Korea Republic, Australia, and Jordan. And from Group D, there are Saudi Arabia, Tajikistan, China PR, and Malaysia. This marks the end of the final draw today. Thank you everyone for your attendance. I wish you and the participating teams the very best of luck. And may the matches be played in the spirit of fair play, and see you in October. The match schedule will be distributed to you shortly. Thank you.